Okay, students, good morning. Uh, Welcome for the online class. Today we are going to revise the civics lesson 1, that is forms of government and democracy. I plan to revise because we are going to write a test. For the test, the civics part, first lesson is given for the test. You have to learn all the answers from this lesson. Answers are given. I will revise once all these answers. You can, those who are not marked, you can mark it and learn thoroughly all these answers. I will say the answers one by one. Listen carefully. First, choose the correct answer. The system of government in which one person reigns supreme, usually a king or queen, is called monarchy. The B option, monarchy, is the answer. Monarchy is one of the form of government still exist. Some of the countries in the world. So the first one answer is B option, monarchy. Second one, system of government with absolute power. Absolute power, complete power in one hand. No power given to the people. That form of government also there. That is autocracy, autocrat. Autocrat means one who is having the absolute power, all the power in one hand. That is autocracy. All the power in the sense legislative power, executive power and judiciary power. The third one is former Soviet Union is an example for oligarchy. Former Soviet Union, now Soviet Russia is there. Previously it was USSR, United States of Soviet Russia. That United States of Soviet Russia was ruled by a small group of people. That is known as oligarchy. So the former Soviet Union is an example for oligarchy. That is the option. Fourth one, select the odd one. The B option, that is USA. This is different from all the other three. So it is USA. That is B option. Fifth one, Abraham Lincoln was the president of the USA. Abraham Lincoln was the first president of USA. That is the option. Kudavole system was followed by Cholas. Ancient period, Cholas practice that to elect the local body election, representatives of local body election, they use that method that is known as Kudavole system. It was followed by Cholas. C option. Direct democracy in olden times existed. In the city-states of ancient Greece. Small city-states is an example for direct democracy. That direct democracy is possible only the small countries, not like our country India. That direct democracy means people directly take part in the administration. That is direct democracy. The answer is C option, the city-state of ancient Greece. From which language was the term democracy derived? Demo means people, cracy means power, people's power, that is Greek language. Greek language, democracy means people's power. That is A option. In democracy, the final authority rests with the people. Final authority of the democratic country is people. Because all the power vested in the people. In the democratic country, all the power vested with the people. That is B option. Then 10th one, which one of the country has presidential form of government? Presidential form of government. That is D option, USA. USA is an example of presidential form of government. Present President Donald Trump is the president of USA. First president of USA was Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln. So the presidential form of government exists in USA. The largest democratic country in the world is India. The largest democratic country in the world is India. India is one of the biggest democratic country in the world. That is B option. 12th one, ascertain and reason. Ascertain, direct democracy is practiced in Switzerland. Reason, people directly participates in decision making. The answer is A option. Both A and R are true, and R explains A. R explains A. Then the 13th one, that also ascertain reason. India's parliamentary form of democracy. Reason, Indian parliament comprises 2 houses. This answer, this one B option, both A and R are true, and R does not explain A. R does not explain A. The meaning of franchise, 14th one, meaning of franchise is right to vote. Franchise, the word franchise means right to vote. Right to vote. That is C option. The grant of universal franchise creates social equality. Universal franchise. Our country has franchise, universal adult franchise. That is voting right based on the age. Based on age. That is universal adult franchise. Here, the grant of universal franchise creates social equality. That is A option. 16th one, Prime Minister of India is appointed by President. President appoints Prime Minister. In the general parliament election, which party gets majority seats in the parliament, Lok Sabha election, parliamentary election or Lok Sabha election, that party leader will be appointed as Prime Minister of India by the President. So, Prime Minister of India is appointed by President. The President of India can nominate 12 members to Rajya Sabha. 12 members to Rajya Sabha. He has got the right to nominate 12 members to the Rajya Sabha. He also can nominate 2 members to Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha 2 members, 12 members Rajya Sabha. So option C is the right answer. Option C is the right answer. 18th one, the first general elections after independence in India were held 1951 to 52. First general election after the independence. We got independence and it was on August 15th. After that, first general election throughout our country, India, that is parliamentary election, held in the first election, held in the year 1951 to 52. Fill in the blanks. First one, the Constitution of India was finally adopted on 26th November 1949. We have the Constitution, written Constitution, latest Constitution, many articles are written in the Constitution that was finally adopted 26th November 1949. Second one, the two types of democracy are direct and indirect democracy. Direct democracy and indirect democracy. Direct democracy means people directly take part in the administration, and indirect means the people's representative take part in the administration. Third one, an example for direct democracy is Switzerland. Switzerland also a small country. There the direct election democracies exist. India has parliamentary form of democracy. Parliamentary form. For parliamentary Parliament House is located in New Delhi. It is called Red Fort. Red Fort. It consists of two houses, namely Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is the lower house, Rajya Sabha is the upper house. Lok Sabha is a powerful house because all the members of the Lok Sabha are elected by the people, represented in the Lok Sabha, so it is powerful. Rajya Sabha is a not powerful house because that members are not directly elected by the people, they are nominated. So it is not powerful. Fifth one, Jawaharlal Nehru was the first Prime Minister of independent India. The general election, first general election in India held in the year 1951 to 52. That general election, Congress party won majority seats in India won by the Congress party. That party leader, Jawaharlal Nehru, was appointed as the Prime Minister of India. So he was the first Prime Minister of India. The first general elections were held in the British India in the year 1920. British India. British were ruling our country, India, before independence. The British people conducted election. The first election in India was 1920. The Parliament House in India was designed by Edwin Lutyens and Herbert Baker. All this you may have written. Then match the following: autocratic rule. That is South Korea, example of autocracy. Right to vote, age 18. on who attain the age of 18 eligible to cast the vote. To cast the vote, the name must be in the electoral list. Enroll your names, those who attain the age of 18, in the electoral list. Then the person can cast the vote at the time of election. That is age. Age only the criteria to cast the vote in India, that is 18. That is, when you attain the age of 18, that person gets the right to vote. Chanakya wrote Arthashastra. Theocracy, example of theocracy, that is Vatican, that is ruled by the religious leader, Pope. Pope ruled that Vatican city. So it is an example of theocracy. That city was ruled by the religious leader, Pope. Give short answers. First one, give Abraham Lincoln's definition for democracy. That is page number 239. Page number 239. We have marked. I will explain once. That nearby the Abraham Lincoln's picture it is given. That is the definition of democracy. Abraham Lincoln, one of the president of USA, defined democracy as a government of the people, by the people and for the people. It is a definition of Abraham Lincoln. As it is, you have to write the definition of Abraham Lincoln, should not change. Then the next question, mention the forms of democracy. That is page number 240. That is page number 240. In the box it is given forms of democratic government. Forms of democratic government, you have to mark that the parliamentary form of government, example India and England, and presidential form of government, example USA, France. USA, France. This is the answer for that question. Third one, distinguish between direct and indirect democracy. That also the page number 240. 240. That is types of democracy eating. There are two types of democracies, direct democracy, indirect or representative democracy. Example also given. For direct democracy, example ancient Greek city-states, Switzerland, and indirect democracy, example prevailing system of democracy in India, USA and UK. This to be marked. Okay. Next, third one, distinguish between direct and indirect democracy. Distinguish. Okay, that we have seen. Now the answer in detail. First one, what are the challenges to Indian democracy? Explain. Challenges. Page number 242. Right hand side, the first para, last line. The various aspects of democracy and its challenges are. About 8 challenges. What are the challenges are facing independent India? Illiteracy, who is unable to read and write. That is illiteracy, poverty. Poverty, people who are unable to meet the basic needs. Then gender discrimination, male and female discrimination, male domination. There was male domination, now it is not there. It is there is a laws passed in the parliament to treat all equal. Equality, meaning the equality. That is gender discrimination. Regionalism. Regionalism in the sense that between the states, disputes between the states. Between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, there is a dispute, that is Kaveri water dispute. Like this, so many problems between the states, that is regionalism. Even casteism, communalism and religious fundamentalism still exist. So many laws passed the parliament to eradicate all these evils from the society. Still it is exists in some of the states in India. Then corruption, bribery, that is corruption, getting money for something, that is corruption. Seventh one, criminalization of politics. The many political parties are there. Among the political parties, they will blaming one party to other party. That is criminalization of politics. Our country is an example for multi-party system. So always one party blaming the other parties. That is the criminalization of politics. Political violence, untoward incidents, bomb blast, this, that, and all there in the country. That is political violence. Then conditions for the success of democracy in India. That is the next question. Explain the condition necessary for the success of democracy in India. That is page number 242. That heading conditions for success of democracy in India, about 9 points given. Empowerment of the poor and illiterates to enjoy the goodness of democracy. For the success of democracy, poor people empowered. They get power, they might get strength. The poor illiterates, many illiterates, still our country have many illiterates, all must be educated. Then only they can enjoy the goodness of the democracy. Willingness among the elected people not to misuse their powerful position and public wealth. Willingness among the elected people not to misuse the powerful position and public wealth. By using the power, political power should not misuse. Their power should not be misused. Wrongly they should not use. Eradication of social evils and dangers from which democracy suffers. There are so many social evils exist in our society, Indian society, that must be eradicated. Then only the democracy will be successful. An impartial and efficient press to form public opinion. Impartial and efficient press. The news we are getting must be genuine, which we are using. When we read the news, we have to understand the actual incidents. That is impartial and efficient press. They should not write the favor of one group. They should not write the news in favor of one group. That is impartial. So there should not be a partiality. They should not be partial. Presence of strong public opinion. Public should give a good opinion about the government, rulers. That is strong public opinion. Feeling of tolerance and communal harmony among the people. People must feel the tolerance, fraternity, harmony, unity among the people. Then only the democracy will be successful. Awareness among the people of the fundamental rights that they are entitled to enjoy. People must be aware of the fundamental rights mentioned in the Constitution. Some of the fundamental rights are mentioned in the Constitution. Still, many people did not know about the fundamental rights of the citizen. They must make awareness. Then only the democracy will be successful. Conscious check and vigilance on the working of the elected representatives, powerful and responsible opposition party. Success of the democracy depends upon the work of the opposition party. So, powerful and responsible opposition party is important. Then the next one is what is your opinion about democracy in India? That is the third paragraph question, page number 241. Under the heading democracy in India, we have marked up to the right hand side, second para, last but one line of education. I will say something about it. India has a parliamentary form of democracy. Indian parliament comprises elected representatives of people and makes laws for the country. The elected representatives presented in the parliament, that is known as Lok Sabha. It is a powerful house. The powerful house, the laws are made for the rule of the country. Participation of people in the decision making and consent of citizens are two important elements of the parliament form of government in India. Our country democracy is working the basic five principles are sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic country. Sovereign, socialist, democratic and republic. Every person who is a citizen of India who is not less than 18 years eligible to cast the vote, that is adult franchise. That age, you attain the age of 18, can exercise their right to vote. Already I said about that is adult franchise. There is no discrimination based on persons. Without any caste discrimination of caste or creed, they can cast the vote to attain the age of 18, that is adult franchise. Till that it is given the answer. That's all. I explained once all these answers. You have to learn well for the test. All the answers you have to learn well for the test. Enough. Thank you.